Okay, good morning. Good morning. We are going in about a minute, so if you're just getting on, get settled. And we're going to begin lying down. So lie on down whenever you're ready. Lovely, great. Come in. You'll say hello to the yogis. Those of you who haven't seen Satsuma for a while, here he is. I know, you don't like being on the screen. There you go. Hello. Right, it's 7 o'clock. Let's go. Welcome. Good morning. Come on, okay. Welcome. It's Friday. We are live. 7 a.m. yoga, part of our summer challenge. This is day 3, and this morning we're going to focus on our hips a little bit. So lie on down. We're going to begin lying down, and let's get settled as we lie down. Good. Good morning. Someone's already saying hello to Satsuma. He could be the star of the show, couldn't he? Okay, feet nice and wide, heels out, bit wider than the hips, and just let the toes drop out to the sides. And sometimes it's nice to do a little swish of the feet and let that swish travel up the legs, rock on the pelvis a little bit, feel really heavy from the waist down. Allow things to just relax. And then tuck the shoulders down the back so you feel this broadening through the front of the chest. Again, heaviness in the arms. Let them go wide, palms facing up. And do whatever you need to here just to settle. Close down the eyes. Relax the face, the jaw, the skin around the eyes, the forehead. And just find a few moments of stillness. Now we've just got up, so we're lying back down, but we're now consciously lying. We're consciously finding stillness. So as you lie there, just check in, as we always do. Notice how that feels this morning. And when you do your check-in, have an honest conversation with yourself. Allow that dialogue. It really is part of your yoga practice to have this kind of private chat with yourself. Be radically honest with yourself. How are you this morning? How are you feeling? And just listen. Build that awareness. It's not about adding layers onto the feeling. It's just labeling it, naming it, understanding it a little bit. And then know that you're exactly where you plan to be. Your next 30 to 40 minutes is just about moving your body and breathing. So let's find the breath. You might even move the hands to the belly to feel and connect a little bit more to the breath. Let's take a few together. Nice long exhale wherever you are. Then breathe in for a count of 1, 2, 3. Breathe out for 3, 2, 1. Keep that up. Breathing in, 2, 3. Then breathing out, 2, 1. Just take a few more, getting into that breath we're going to stay close to for the remainder of the practice. As you inhale, belly expands. As you exhale, belly falls. Have a lovely practice this morning. On your next inhale, full body stretch. Make yourself super long. Nice. As you exhale, make yourself super small. Bring yourself in and give yourself a little hug. Good. Do that with the breath. Inhale, make yourself long. Exhale, bring everything in. Go at your own pace. If you feel you want to hang out in one of those for a little bit longer, you can. Can you spread the toes when you reach out and the fingers? And can you scrunch the toes and the hands and the fingers when you come in? Good. Okay, next time you're in with the knees, bring the left foot to the floor, hold the right knee in, relax the head, neck and shoulders. Let's just start to think about this right hip. So, a few circles with the knee. The circles can be nice and small to begin with. You can use the hand to help you. Try and stabilize everything else and just think about the thigh bone massaging the top of the thigh bone, massaging your hip joints. Change directions if you haven't already. Maybe the circles get a little bit bigger and smoother. Don't worry if there's clicks and stuff going on. Just listen, go slowly, don't rush. Nice, and then kick that heel up to the sky. Soften the knee if you need to. Maybe some of you want to deepen the stretch by taking the hands behind the leg. Remember, first thing in the morning, be mindful this hip doesn't start to lift up. Keep the pelvis down, both sides of the pelvis. Let's move the foot a little. So scrunch the toes, spread the toes, point, flex. A few times, feel the calf muscle working as you point and flex. After about 4, 5 points and flexes, do 5 rotations in both directions. Lovely. Nice. How's that feeling? Good. Then when you're ready, let's move to the knee. So just bend and extend a few times. Kick and bend. Good. And then finally, ankle to the left thigh. Let's just take a nice little stretch through the outer hip, outer thigh. This might be enough, your figure 4. If you like to go a little bit deeper, remember it's first thing in the morning. You don't need to. You can stay with the left foot on the floor, or you can bring it in towards you. I really like to sway here as well. So if you want to sway, you sway. Good, and then finally, just before we switch legs, bring that left knee in and just take the knee out to the side. Some of you might extend the leg and go a little bit deeper, but we're just stretching the inner thigh here. Keep the left hip down, maybe use the left hand to help you. Lovely, and then back into center. Another couple of circles, and that should feel a little bit more mobile now in those circles. Right, let's switch it out. Left knee in. We're just going to do exactly the same. Circles, that's where we started. And it's so easy to rush through these. Close the eyes. You know what you're doing now. You've just done it on the right. So just listen to my voice. Focus on your breath. Go a bit bigger with the circles. Change directions now. Closing the eyes can really help to reduce distractions and stimulus. Okay, kick the heel up to the sky. Pause there. Get into the stretch. We're stretching the back of the leg here, the hamstring. Good. Once you've got settled into your version of this, with or without the hands kind of supporting you, with a softness in the knee if you need, start to move to the foot, toes and the ankle. So scrunching and spreading the toes a few times. Again, spend some attention doing that. It's actually quite tricky. Then when you're ready, point and flex. And really point, really flex. All of a sudden your calf will be like, oh, good morning. And then rotate. 5 ankle rotations in one direction and then the other. Nice, good. Bend and extend the knee a few times. Knee bent into your figure 4, so ankle to right thigh. Stay here or lift the leg. If you want to do that little move, you do the little move. I just feel like I can feel it more when I do that little sway. How's the breath? How's the mind? Are you focused on these stretches? And then finally, open up the hip. Maybe place the right hand on the right hip and just take that leg out to the side. Doesn't need to be extended. As long as you're feeling it on your inner thigh, that's all we're looking for. Nice, okay. Back to center when you feel ready. Cross the ankles. Have a little bit of fun here if you want. I call it fun. Some of you might be like, Vicky, it's not fun. Roll up and down the spine. You don't have to, okay? You can just roll to one side. We're coming up to seated. But if you want a nice little massage of the spine before you come all the way up to seated. Great. Okay. Nice and tall with the spine. Just a little bit in the upper body now before we come to our first downward dog. So roll the shoulders a few times. And same thing, just like the hip joint, we're drawing a circle with the elbow, okay? Right, then left. You can do both together if you want. Yogi's choice. Nice. Once you've done a few circles, take a big old reach. Oh, lovely. And just go from side to side. Be mindful, we're not leaning forward here. You won't feel this in the waist if you're kind of leant forward. So think about back nice and long, crown of head to the sky. And then next time you're over to one side, you can pause. You might want to hold the wrist. You might want to float the bottom hand down. Again, see how you feel this morning. Sometimes it's nice to catch the elbow and just drop the hand down the back. Nice, back to center. Same thing, other side. Again, yogi's choice. The lovely thing about your self-practice is if I say something and you think, I don't feel like doing that this morning, you just adapt it. You do a version that suits you. And that really is how you develop a self-practice. Move in ways that feel good. Good. Nice big reach up, come back to center, and then let's find our way to tabletop. So when you're ready, all fours position. You know this one, cat-cows, whenever you're ready. But maybe this morning you could focus your attention to the pelvis a little bit more. So how much can you move the pelvis in your cat-cow? So can you really lift the tailbone, and then can you really tuck it under? Breathe in and breathe out. About 10 cat-cows, okay? Nice. Okay, when you're ready, back to a neutral position. Let's circle the right knee. So back into the hips, okay? Hips are getting a little bit of love this morning. Let's circle that knee a little bit more now if we can. And have you ever tried to kind of just cross it over the back leg so you get that full range? It's almost like you're tapping the knee to the other side of your calf that's on the earth. Great. Once you're ready, you're going to step that right foot to the outside of the right hand. Toes turn out a little bit. It might be even off the mat. 2 o'clock. And just move backwards and forwards here. Breathe in to come forward. Breathe out to go back. In to come forward. Out to come back. And then we're going to stay forward, okay? So hands are coming down to the earth, maybe walking forward a little bit, maybe softening elbows a little bit. Again, your version of lizard this morning. It's first thing, so you take it steady. Close the eyes maybe. We're going to be here for a good 5 breaths. And there's 2 things going on here. We're opening up the inner thigh. So an external rotation here, so really plant through the foot, but we're also stretching the front of the left hip flexor. So don't forget about your left leg in lizard. 2 things going on here on both legs, just different things. If you're not feeling the front of the left thigh or the left hip, some of you might want to tuck the toes and move a little bit here. Nice, okay. Drop the back knee if you took that option. Heel toe that right foot in a little. Come up into more of a runner's lunge, and we're going to add a twist here. So left hand stays down, right arm comes up. Now you can stay here. We can add a little bit of movement. As you exhale, you bring the elbow down to the ankle bone, and as you inhale, you open and twist. Again, if you want to tuck that back toe, you can, and lift the back knee. But it's an inhale to stack the shoulders to look up and reach. It's an exhale to face the torso to the earth and look down. Bring the elbow to the ankle bone. Just 5. How's the breath? The movement helps with the breath. 2 more. Exhale to lower. Inhale to come up. Final one, really good. Exhale to lower. Inhale to come up. Okay, listen carefully. Next time you lower the hand, you're going to step that foot back to your first high plank. Okay, if it's a little bit much, you know what to do. You drop the knees. You take a little half plank. We're just here for 5 breaths. Push the floor away. Remember everything you know. We're here for 3. For 2. Good, on 1, knees down. Exhale, belly to the floor. Inhale, little roll of the shoulders, lift the chest. Exhale, forehead down. Push through hands and toes. Lift yourself back up into that half plank. And take a child's pose. Nice. Again, do what you want here. You might want to come high on the fingertips. Move the chest around. Okay, back to tabletop when you're ready. Other side. Nice and easy. Not too much to think about in the morning. Yeah, right side, left side. Nice and balanced. So circle your knee. Feel the left hip now. Same thing. Yeah? And remember, can you cross over the back leg? Can you really feel the full range of your hip joint? Your hip joint, yeah? And don't forget about bringing the knee nice and close to the chest. Okay, just 2 more. Make sure you've changed directions. And then when you're ready, left foot outside the left hand. And we're back in our lizard. But before that, let's just get into it. Inhale forward, exhale back. Give yourself a bit of time to find lizard. Okay, so this is what it looks like. Toes out. So a much wider positioning of the legs. Let's pause when you're ready. Planting through that front foot. It's really easy to let that leg wing out and be on the baby toe. Try and press through the big toe and engage the muscles, yeah? We're quite active here. We're not just hanging out. If you're walking the hands forward, maybe softening the elbows, that's fine. If you're lifting the back knee and moving a little bit on the back toes, this is also good. How's the breath? All right, guys, when you're ready, take one more breath. Come back up to the hands if you went a bit lower. Left hand reaches up now, right hand stays down. Maybe heel toe the foot in a little and then bring the elbow to the ankle bone. Just 5 of those rotations. Inhale to come up, exhale to come down. How are we feeling? 2 more. Okay, lovely. Next time you're up, one last breath. Both hands down, pick up the foot, find your plank again. Yogi's choice. If you want a little bit of a challenge this morning and fancy a quick side plank on each side, just for 2 or 3 breaths, you can do that. Try and move through those really slowly, really mindfully. If you're still in your high plank, we're back there together now. Take a big breath in, knees or chaturanga, Yogi's choice. Up dog or cobra. And this time, option to take your downward dog. Child's pose is there if you want to. Nice. And move around. It's our first downward dog. Breathe here. If you want, you can stay here. Some of you might want to move a little. Inhale, roll forward to high plank. Exhale, halfway. Inhale, come forward and through. Exhale, push back. Okay, right leg floats nice and high. We're coming into a split dog straight away. So bend the knee, stack the hips. If you're feeling like you still need to move a little bit here, you move, okay? If it's too much, come back to tabletop. Do it from here. Lift the knee higher, stack the hip more. And then when you're ready, look forward and step the foot all the way through. Okay, hands inside again. So heel toe the foot out slightly. We're going to do that twist. Inhale, right arm up. Just one breath. Exhale, listen carefully. Right forearm to right thigh. Spin the left heel down. Extended side angle. I'm just going to switch so you can see me. Good. So you just did a little twist to the other side. Right leg is still bent. And although I said lean on the thigh, we're not like putting all our weight there. It's just kind of hovering. Some of you might find the floor here. That's fine. It's first thing in the morning. See what feels good. Top hand, arm, diagonal line. Or some of you might want to take it up nice and straight. Again, see what feels good. We're here for 3. Engage the waist and the core. Draw up the back thigh for 2. Nice, on 1. Come all the way up. Straight into peaceful warrior. If you need a little relax of that front knee, you do it, you come back in. How's the breath? Just give me 3 more here. Beautiful. Inhale, come to center. Hands to hips. Spin the right toes in. Take a big breath in. And exhale, come into your forward fold. We've got 2 of these. Yeah, when we do the other side. So take an option now that you'd like to take, knowing you've got another option coming. Be mindful, the weight is forward in the toes. The hips are tilting to the sky. The torso's heavy, the head's heavy. Lovely. Inhale, come up halfway. Exhale, frame your right foot at the top of the mat. Vinyasa, or we just take a downward dog. Again, what do you want to do this morning? If you're taking a vinyasa, we meet you in downward dog. And on your next inhale, let's do the left leg. So left leg nice and high. Bend the knee, stack the hip. Beautiful, you got it. Remember, if you want to move here, you move. Sometimes it's nice to bend and extend the knee. Really feel the front of the left hip. Equal pressure through the hands. Give me 1 more breath here. Lovely. Look forward. Step that foot forward with intention. Nice. Hands inside the left foot. Take a moment to twist. Breathe in to lift the left hand. Breathe out to switch. Left forearm to left thigh. Spin the right heel down. Extended side angle. Yogi's choice on that arm and that bottom hand. Whether it's low to the floor, whether it's a little bit higher up. Be mindful we're not collapsing down. The torso, the waist is open. Give me 2 more breaths. Relax that top shoulder. Be mindful it's not right by the ear. Look down. Windmill the arms straight into your peaceful warrior. Really nice stretch through the left waist. Nice. Oh, lovely. Still a deep bend in that left thigh, or left knee, sorry. You can't bend the thigh. Good. Okay, we're here for 3. Not too much weight in that backhand either. For 2. Lovely. On 1, come all the way up. Hands to hips, left toes in. You have a choice. Second forward fold. Maybe you're hooking the toes, maybe you're clasping the hands behind. Maybe some of you are going into tripod headstand, little inversion this morning. Or you can turn the heels in. You can take a yogi squat or a wide squat, a goddess pose, sorry. Either way, goddess, fold, maybe tripod headstand. Just go slowly. If you're doing any inversions, be mindful of what's around you. take 3 more breaths wherever we are. If you want to move in your squat, you can. Inhale to come up, exhale to come down. 3 more breaths wherever you are. Good. Final breath here. Wherever you are, let's all meet with our legs extended in a kind of forward fold position, hands to the floor. So we can frame the left foot. We can take a final vinyasa if we want. Yogi's choice. And let's meet in child's pose. Nice. Take a moment here. Walk the hands over to the right side of the mat. Slide the right arm in and under, add a twist. So you're resting your right temple to the earth. You're gazing to the left. Unravel, same thing, other side, walk the hands to the left. Draw the left arm in and under, and just pause. Now it's so easy for your mind to start wandering off into your day. We're coming to the end of the practice. This is where we need to really focus on our breath and still be present on our mats. Nice. Unravel. Bring yourself up. Just going to lie on our bellies just for a moment before we end. So lower yourself down. Left arm out in front of you. You're going to kick your right heel in towards you and just give yourself a nice little stretch here. So this is a lovely stretch to do. It's doing 2 things. It's stretching the thigh. If you can, try and get the feeling into the hip flexor by really driving the knee away and kicking the foot into the hand. And you also get a nice stretch on the front of the shoulder. So if you're sitting for long hours as part of your job, this is a great shoulder and hip stretch. You can change the positioning of the hand to feel it differently in the shoulder. Good. Other side when you're ready. Nice and active through the extended leg. Kick foot into hand, more than hand pulling on foot for 3, for 2. Good, on 1. Release down, hands and toes. Maybe the knees lift this time. Can you push yourself up into a plank? Nice. Last downward dog. Enjoy that little mini inversion. And now maybe just start to check in. How are you feeling? What does the rest of the day have in store? When you're ready, right foot to back of left wrist, left foot to back of right wrist, and find your seat. Well done, everyone. Lovely to have you this morning. Let's just complete the practice with 5 conscious breaths again. Easy to not do this part, but let's do something before our day begins. Sit nice and tall, rest the hands, close the eyes. Take a nice long exhale wherever you are. Breathe in for a count of 1, 2, 3. Breathe out for 3, 2, 1. 4 more. Breathing in. And breathing out. Take 3 more in your own time. Make these really conscious. really intentional. You might not be coming back to this kind of breath until tomorrow morning when you join me again. So enjoy these breaths. It's our best tool. Completely free as well. Breathe in last time. And on that last one, chin to chest, let the head hang heavy. Sign of gratitude for coming to your practice this morning and taking 30 minutes to yourself. Well done, everyone. Lovely to see you. Same time tomorrow, 7 a.m. We're on day 4 already. Okay, thanks. Any comments, pop them in the chat box. Any requests? I'm happy to adapt these live streams to suit what you like. Thanks, guys.